Namaskar. What a difference a week makes. We are now joining Sree Bala Gowthaman again. He is actually in deep south. He's in Kanyakumari, as a matter of fact. He is within touching distance of three oceans, or three seas, I should say. One ocean, two seas, if you want to be exactly right. So he is going to be giving us an update on what is happening in Tamil Nadu. Not only that, there has been a voter backlash against the DMK politicians. Anywhere they go, they are being asked a lot of difficult questions. So I'm going to show you a quick video clip also showing you what is going on. It's in Tamil, but you can follow the body language to understand what's going on. Let's first welcome Bala Gowthaman ji. Gowthaman ji, namaskaram and welcome to P Guru's channel.
Namaste, namaste.
Sir, it's the last week when we talked about it, we were talking about the various constituencies, difficulties, challenges, and so on and so forth. Now you are on the ground in Kanyakumari. You have probably been visiting the adjacent constituencies also. First, before we talk about this, Raju, I would like to just present a very small video that shows to viewers, listen, the voters are asking some very difficult questions, not just at the MP level, but even to the CM and the CM's heir apparent deputy CM, or he's not there yet, but for all practical purposes. So let's just take a quick look at the video.
உறுதிகளை கொடுத்துவிட்டு 3 ஆண்டுகள் ஆகியும் நிறைவேற்றாத நிலையில் திமுக வேட்பாளர்களை கேள்வி கேட்டு விரட்டி அடிக்கும் மக்கள். தென்சென்னை வேட்பாளரும் உதயநிதியின் அழகான வேட்பாளருமான தமிழச்சி தங்கபாண்டியனை மயிலாப்பூர் பகுதி மக்கள் கேள்வி கேட்க பதில் சொல்ல முடியாமல் அப்பகுதி எம்எல்ஏ திணற பிரச்சார வாகனத்தை வேறு வழியின்றி ரிவர்ஸில் எடுத்து இடத்தை மத்திய சென்னை வேட்பாளரான தயாநிதி மாறனை மக்கள் கேள்விகளை கேட்க பதிலுக்கு கோபப்பட்ட தயாநிதி திண்டுக்கல்லில் பிரச்சாரத்திற்கு சென்ற பெரியசாமியின் காரை முற்றுகையிட்டு மக்கள் போராட்டம். திருவள்ளூர் எம்எல்ஏ ராஜேந்திரனை மக்கள் கேள்வி கேட்டு வாக்குவாதத்தில் ஈடுபட்டனர். கூடங்குளம் பகுதியில் ஓட்டு சேகரிப்புக்கு சென்ற அமைச்சர் அனிதா ராதாகிருஷ்ணனை கிராம மக்கள் முற்றுகையிட்டுள்ளனர். உதயநிதி பிரச்சாரம் போகும் தொகுதிகளிலும் மக்கள் பல கேள்விகளை கேட்க எப்படியோ சமாளித்து வருவது பிரச்சார களத்தின் காட்சியாக மாறி வருகிறது. எல்லாவற்றையும் விட முதல்வர் ஸ்டாலினிடமும் மக்கள் கேள்விகளை எழுப்பும் நிலை ஏற்பட்டுள்ளது. தேர்தல் அறிக்கையில் வாக்குறுதிகளை அடித்துவிட்டு மக்களை ஏமாற்றலாம் என நினைத்தால் அதற்கு மக்கள் தகுந்த பதிலடிகளை தருவார்கள்.
Gowthaman ji, over to you.
Yes, it's a very good sign as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. And now political parties should have some level of accountability from here on. And this is, I'm seeing it as a very good sign. And an all-powerful party, and which is using all its means to propagate it, and even to appropriate the central government schemes as state government schemes. And again, this party is known for its rowdyism and all sort of things. But now, despite all these things, even the chief minister is hounded by people around. And this is something that we need to note, that how the anger in the street is hitting DMK like anything. As far as I am concerned, that we have to pay, as far as what we can say, this anger against DMK, and it is getting in a very organized way throughout the state. And hats off to Annamalai for his yatra. I think that is the defining moment of Tamil Nadu politics, and that makes people to stand up, because now they have a person who can really fight for the people of Tamil Nadu. This has given the confidence in the people to take on the DMK government, and this is what I feel.
Thank you so much, sir. And viewers, one shout out to Shree TV videos. I have been following them. They've been putting 2 to 3 videos a day in the last 5 or 6 days.
They are putting around 8 videos.
Okay, 8 videos a day. I can't keep up, Gowthaman ji, but each one is a pearl in its own right. Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. And I'm going to try and get one more. It's a very what I call double meaning song. Ooh, 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 ooh. And the way they have taken that, changed the words for very effective communication. Hats off to you, Gowthaman ji, because that's a big Telugu song. In fact, I came to know that there is a song like this only when I go for weddings where there are, the parents are Telugu or the boys Telugu. What is this? What is this wrong? What's wrong with this song? But the way you repurposed it is just hats off to you. Now let's get down to the basics of what is happening. One challenge that Annamalai had put, I think I will come back to that. He said, south of Madurai, I challenge you to win one seat. This was his challenge. How do things look now?
Look, things are improving for NDA, but the problem is the trained organizational machinery is not now there. That is the problem that BJP is facing. People are willing to vote for NDA, and this is one thing that I saw throughout. I'm sorry that I may be not sounding the way people wanted it to be.
Sir, we want the truth, sir.
Okay, so the Karyakartas of BJP are not that experienced to get that vote into the polling booth. That is the only issue that I am seeing. But the trend is really anti-DMK and anti-NDA. There is a pro-Modi wave I can see in Tamil Nadu. But the absence of a good electoral organization, what we can say a booth management system or election management system in a sense, that is one factor which is ailing BJP. And ADMK, I don't think that they have any relevance in these elections. And this is what I feel. They are non-starter in many of the constituencies. But, and again, if Dindigul seat is given to BJP, and if Trichy seat is given to BJP, BJP could have put up a very good fight, and even they could have won those two seats. But since that seat is not with BJP, I'm not sure, because they have given into Trichy seat has gone to TTV Dinakaran, and Dindigul seat has gone to PMK. So these are the two seats where BJP could have got. If BJP could have contested these two seats, then I mean, there is a very good possibility for BJP to win these two seats. And this is one thing which I noted in the ground. And Perambalur, it's a very good field, and the candidate is also good, and everything is fine. But the problem is the election management. People who are handling the management, they are not that experienced to take it across the line. And with these three seats, which really, this is what something that I mean to say, because these two are lost opportunities for BJP, Trichy and the other one. And this is what I feel.
Sir, we just looked at, let's see, can we put that thing back, please? I want to show something. So we looked at, let's see, Trichy, it's not in here, and we also looked at Perambalur, right? Perambalur is Parivendar. Parivendar is actually a sitting MP who has switched sides now, isn't it?
Yeah, that is right, because I think that he has got a good reach. The problem is now BJP doesn't have the mechanism, because they have the root organization is there. They have reached to most of the booths. But the thing to manage the elections, they don't have experienced people. That is the problem with that Perambalur seat. But BJP has, I mean, wherever I went, I can see BJP people, even in remote booths. And that's a positive thing that BJP has reached. And the problem there is who is going to manage the elections, and they are not good in managing it.
Now, viewers, I'm going to share something that I have heard from the field. Gowthamanji knows this thing like the back of his hand. Gowthamanji, think and then explain how this plays out. What happens, I've heard, Gowthamanji, is around 3:30 or 4 in the afternoon. Every booth, the Dravida parties will throw and bribe entire lot of the booth agents, and they will cast like 200 to 300 votes. A booth will take about 1500 votes. That means the influencing is about 10%. They can change one way or the other. Now, this it's a known thing. It's not like something new. VVPAT, no VVPAT, it doesn't seem to matter. Whatever is happening, people seem to be able to, because if the booth agent doesn't object, game over. There is nothing you can do. Gowthamanji, how is the BJP guarding against this?
That is what I mean to say, that they are not experienced enough to handle it.
Understood.
That is the major, this is what I mean to say. Even now, their cadres are there, and their cadres are willing to work, and they don't know how to work. That is the problem. And this is the gap what BJP is facing in Perambalur. I think it's a good seat for BJP, but let us hope that in the next 15, 20 days, they will pick it up.
So what needs to happen? See, I know that BJP Karyakartas are not swayed by money. Like, there are many people who have devoted their entire lives, no marriage, no family, no nothing, just the thought of, how can I make Bharat Mata better? This is how the rank and file of RSS works. They don't even come out and say anything. So many of them will be in these booths. So money cannot sway them. How do we make sure that nothing sways them, sir?
Look, in some of the constituencies and in some places, I think that you are right. That people are there, they won't be, they can't be purchased. But it is not there in all the seats. In some places, there will be, they will be sent out by force, and in some places they don't have people, and in some places they are a very microscopic minority. So there are things like that in elections. Now, the reach has increased, but managing elections from day one is something that what we need to talk today, because elections are going to happen on the 19th of April. But now on, what type of campaign has to go? How the road canvassing needs to be organized, how key voters ought to be persuaded to work. And these things, the BJP is a non-starter in some of the constituencies. But the trend among the people is pro-Modi and pro-Annamalai. And that is for sure. People are ready to vote, but the machinery is not well oiled to make use of it. This is what I told you that day.
Yes.
And this is what I am seeing it in today.
Well, the interesting thing, Gowthaman ji, is for about 6 to 8 months, Sriram Seshadri and I have been talking about this, that this is what matters. I'll tell you one thing that happened. BJP always thought that we have about 10 seats that we are going to concentrate. On the others, we will work on increasing vote share. Unfortunately for them, when the wave comes, the wave comes. You can't stop it somewhere and say, okay, I worked hard, I've got things in these 10 places taken care of, I'm going to be happy, because I'm at 0 right now. Anything positive is a great success. But so the wave is coming like, yeah, go ahead.
The good thing that we can see, now it's a negative DMK wave is now sweeping across. And this is what your topic is all about, how the BJP, how the DMK and their leaders are being shooed away by people. See, this happened in North Madras, Kalanidhi. Kalanidhi is a sitting MP, and he is son of our Arcad Veerasamy, former DMK minister. And people surrounded him and said that for the last 5 years, where are you? They are asking these tough questions, and even go to Central Madras. Again, Dayanidhi Maran, and who is from the Karunanidhi's family, he is a sitting MP for a very long time. And people are asking, where are you for some time? And he lost temper and he shouted at the people. This happened in Central Madras. And then you go to South Madras. Again, Tamilaji Tangabandin is contesting. He is again a daughter of a DMK leader and a brother and sister of a DMK leader. She is contesting. She is again a sitting MP. And people are asking her questions, because the thing is that you asked us that you are to vacate our existing housing board quarters and reshift to some other place. But you have not given us proper place for this time for the intermittent period. And she was hounded. And this happened there. And then you go to Thiruvallur, that's the constituency which is again adjacent to Chennai, where Sasikant Sendil, an IAS officer, a former IAS officer, he resigned IAS, and he is contesting the Congress ticket. So that happened when MLA Rajendran went to canvass votes for him. And again, the people said that, okay, Rajendran, why are you here? And he said that I have laid the road for you, so you have to vote for us. The people say, you have not done it with your own money. It is our money that you have done. But what are the other things that you have betrayed us? These questions people are asking in Thiruvallur. And all these things are in North Tamil Nadu, which is considered as the bastion of DMK. This is something that you need to understand. That is why I am mentioning each and every constituency. Then you come to Theni, which is in the south, near Madurai. And again, Tangam Tennarasu was campaigning, he is the DMK candidate. And in most of the places, people are asking questions about the 1,000 rupees the government has promised for every housewife. So this is a question they have asked there in Theni, and then again in Tirunelveli, Mukkudal. It's a place called Mukkudal. The question of the same Urimai Togai was asked, and the person who faced the brunt of it is Anita Radhakrishnan, the minister from Tiruchendur. He is the one who has to take the brunt of it. And then again in Kudangulam, it's a Christian area. All fishermen are Christians, and that is what I mean to say. Why I call it as a wave. Yeah, in religions which are supposed to vote for DMK en bloc, the Christians and Muslims, all have asked these questions to the DMK people. That is why I call it as an anti-DMK wave. And then he elected the vehicle and he started doing some preaching or something else. Immediately the fishermen community, who all are Christians there, they asked him, where were you? And they are asking that you promised us something like a boat jetty and other things. Why you have not done that? These questions were asked in Kudamkulam in Thoothukudi district. And then again you go to Karur, where you have Jodhimani. Jodhimani is the favorite pick of Rahul. She has not visited the constituency for the last 5 years other than seen along with the Rahul Gandhi in his yatra. And again people asked her, the last 5 years, where were you? And she fled the sea. And this happened in Karur, which is in central Tamil Nadu. And then again you go to Tirupur. Tirupur, that is again the Muslims. They asked some crucial questions, and that the DMK Prakash was there. I mean, he was there for his campaign. The Muslims, they surrounded him and asked, why you have not provided water for our iftar party? So this happened in Tirupur, which is in the western part of Tamil Nadu. And then again Dindikkal I. Periyasamy, and I. Periyasamy is supposed to be the guardian minister of it. He was stopped. And why he was founded, that is again, that is Hindu. That is what in every show I used to tell you, that Tamil Nadu is a place where you have a very good Hindu awareness. But unfortunately, no one is capable of using that Hindu awareness. This is the truth. And again, this Periyasamy was sent out during his campaign because 3 DMK people, they stopped a temple function near Vedasandur. So the local Hindus said that we will not allow you to come and campaign inside our place. Look, it is not only Christians and Muslims, it is again the Hindu force, the fighting spirit of a Hindu, it is again there in display. In Perambalur, K.N. Nehru's son Arun Nehru was campaigning, and he is again, the people again booed at Arun Nehru, and this happened because there is no show of any MLA there. So he is again booed. And there is another place called Metupalayam near Perambalur that people say that we are not getting water, and it is the DMK government which is not giving them. So that again is an issue. In Sivaganga, Chidambaram was stopped, and the people said that there is a TASMAC shop. Am I audible?
We are just making sure. I am having some problem. I just wanted to make sure that the audience is not having problem. And please continue, sir. Everything.
So let me go ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
So Chidambaram went for campaigning in Sivaganga district, and people said that you want to remove the TASMAC shop. And there was a commotion there in the crowd. And some ladies, they asked Chidambaram, all our people are drunkard now because your government has spoiled our entire town with the TASMAC shop. And no one is giving bride to our children here because all are drunkard. And I am asking this question to Chidambaram, whether you will give any daughter from your house to our people. And this is how people, they questioned Chidambaram in Sivaganga Parliament constituency. And again, Udayanidhi, that is the good thing. And Udayanidhi was confronted in many places, people asking about the 1,000 rupees for women. And he said that in their election manifesto, they said that all housewives are eligible. And after coming to power, they said that eligible housewives can get it. So there is I think there's a cut and paste before the elections and after the election. And people are questioning it. Udayanidhi was questioned it. And again, Udayanidhi was asked that you promised that you will give that your government will implement prohibition in Tamil Nadu. And Udayanidhi has to reply and said, 2016 we promised it, but you never voted for us. And that is why we have not done it. Somebody from the crowd said, when you have honored your promise. This shout came from the crowd himself. This is in the campaign of the so-called deputy chief minister. And if Stalin is not around, the acting chief minister, or in DMK's dreams, he is the future chief minister. This happened in his campaign. And again, the one lady, she asked Stalin about the same thing in Europe. So Stalin is not able to reply for it, and the lady, she started giving retorts to Stalin, and Stalin has to stop the lady and he has to move away from it. So this is happening for everyone, from the local MLA to the chief minister, to the deputy chief minister, to allies, Congress, the alliance partners, and everyone. And the more about it that you can see, if you want to understand the wave in a clear perspective, that we can say, 𝗍𝗏𝗏, one of the notorious criminal that you can see in Tamil Nadu politics, in his constituency, he asked to vote that my wife is a Ram Bhakta. And he is the one who spoke that Sanatana Dharma is an AIDS, Rama is so and so. All these nonsenses were spoken by this 𝗍𝗏𝗏. And now he is seeking vote in the name that my wife is a Ram Bhakta. And he went to some temple and something else. And this is, you can see how the Hindu resurgence is turning the tide against DMK in a big way. And this is something that we need to understand. And again, even local organization and local caste groups, they are also not silent nowadays. And Stalin said that for some denotified communities, and so I have issued an order for giving community certificate. They immediately recorded that you have not signed such an order. That came from the association of those castes immediately after that. Then again, it's a usual thing that Stalin used to blabber. That is a hallmark of Stalin. So he said that instead of saying that 𝗖𝗏𝗍𝗫 means the industrial pollutants. They are joining the 𝗒𝙗𝙗 in Iro district. He said 𝗒𝐿𝐴𝐴𝑟𝑎𝑦. 𝗒𝐿𝐴𝑟𝑎𝑦 means illicit liquor. Instead of 𝗖𝗏𝗍𝗫, he said 𝗒𝑎𝑟𝑎𝑦𝗏. 𝗒𝑎𝑟𝑎𝑦𝗏 is a country-made liquor. 𝗖𝗏 means it is the color pigments. This is called 𝗖𝗏. So he blabbered. And he said that we prevented these pollutants to enter into 𝗒𝑙𝑖𝑛 channel immediately. And as an agricultural body, they went to the place, they took photographs and put it in the site and said that it is still happening. You don't lie. This happened to Stalin. So it is not only happening while they are campaigning. Even after their campaign, people are going and exposing their lies. So that means it is a wave against DMK that you can say. It may be from the industries. It is coming from the agriculturists. It is coming from Hindus. It is coming from Christians. It is coming from Muslims. It is coming from youth. And it is going against even parties which are campaigning further. And there is one guy by the name Karunas. He used the name of Muthuramalai Thingathaiyar very often. And he said that he is a custodian of the Muthurayar community, but his wife happens to be a Christian. That's the other part of it. And he is evoking caste passion among the Mukkalathur community. Somebody asked the question there to him while he was addressing on the stage. Then why are you with Edappadi Palaniswamy in the Kuvattur Bangla? He is not able to reply. So people, if anyone supports the DMK and they are bluffing in the open stage, common people are asking questions. So how they get this courage, which was not there in Tamil Nadu? That is because now people feel that there is an alternative to take on the DMK. ADMK can't do it because they are doing the same type of fooling politics. So people are recognizing that now BJP has come. It is there to stay, that it will give voice to them. So this is a major shift. This wave is there, but I am not sure whether BJP is having the mechanism to make use of this wave.
Thank you so much, sir. I want to just share with folks one small video. Just take a look at the video first, and then we will talk about a couple of things that I noticed. Can we have the video, please? I think it is freezing, but that's okay. I think we've got the gist of it. Viewers, did you notice a couple of things? One is that lady, before she puts the chapel on, she actually touches the chapel. That is Hinduism. That is what it means. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional here. These little courtesies, they go a long way in etching in people's mind what exactly BJP is trying to do. Sir, I'm getting a little emotional. It's okay. I just wanted to show you that little things like this will make a huge difference because they feel that he is one of them. That's what I wanted to say. Over to you, sir. Let's just wrap it up. And then we have a lot of questions from our viewers. Go ahead, sir.
This is the difference that you can see. On the first video, in the first video that you played up, you're seeing DMK people, or the people are asking difficult questions to DMK. Candidates were, driven away from the campaign vehicle and the campaign area. And even Kadir Anand, this is one thing that I need to mention, is the son of our Durai Murugan. And in the stage where he is addressing people, asked some tough questions to him, so he is unable to answer and he has to leave the stage. It is in Vellore. So this is happening for the DMK. On the other side, look how people are treating Annamalai. They are common men. That is something that you need to know. They are not BJP cadres. And this is a type of a response that Annamalai is getting. And people are asking these tough questions because it is basically Annamalai who has created this anti-DMK wave in this state. And this is what from the day one onwards I am saying, that the wave is there, but the party machinery is not equipped to handle this particular wave. And this is what I am mentioning from the first day onwards. And now elections are there. Now you have to equip yourself to do it. Now 10-15 days, this wave is there. You have to capitalize on it, because people will trust BJP more than ADMK, because people are seeing ADMK as another corrupt bunch of politicians. And this needs to be utilized by the BJP. And let us see how they are going to do.
Thank you so much, sir. And let's take a few questions now, please. Magnet Ranga wants to know, in the last few hangouts, I've specifically asked this question, which is now the subject of this hangout. Are we now ready to reassess the situation, and do we have a different result? We see they're still practical. These guys are very scientific, Magnet Ranga. These guys are very scientific. Gowthamanji has been in the field for 20+ years. So talk to us a little bit about how many creative things these guys do on polling day, sir.
Sir, apart from that, now we can discuss it in our future shows, because now
Sure.
now it is in the campaign phase. So what we have to do for the campaign is something else that is more important. Whether you are going to lose or win, it doesn't matter. You have to invest on every constituency to make the fight tough, even if you are losing. Wherever you have a tough fight as of now, you have to make it win. So BJP has to do something. That is something that you have to invest, number one. Number two, they have to have poll managers who have some sense how to manage polls. And this is one thing BJP is lacking. This is what I am seeing in the field, and BJP has to rectify it.
Thank you so much. Our next question.
If that happens, then there will be a different result.
We are seeing some clues, because we are saying that the India TV show poll yesterday said, we looked at it in some depth yesterday, sir, in Hindi, but today is in English. They said that DMK will get only 18 seats. I have a feeling that that might be a bit high. Let's see how it goes. But again, everything, there's a method to their madness. You need to make sure that at every step of the way, these things are countered. And that's what's going to make the election. It's not going to be easy. Just as hard as they cracked West Bengal, perhaps. Next question from Neta Mafia. Won't it make sense for Annamalai and actor Sharath Kr, okay, to campaign in Kerala election on 26th, especially border district like Palakkad and Thiruvananthapuram, Nadar votes where they are popular?
Sure, they will do, and it will have an impact. I think that Annamalai's campaign will not only be restricted to Palakkad or other places. Annamalai is very popular even in interior Kerala too. This is when I visited Kerala a couple of months back. This is what I felt. So Annamalai will be extensively used in Kerala campaign as well as campaigning in Karnataka and other places too. Annamalai is now a star campaigner in all southern states. I think that BJP will use his services. I mean, 19th after polling, Annamalai will be more busy than what he is today.
True, true. Next one, please. Kota Murthy wants to know, sir, has BJP released the DMK files prematurely instead of releasing now during election? Has BJP lost the opportunity of building heat because of the release? Your comment.
No, surely not. BJP has done it in the right time. Since BJP has done that right that time, now the momentum has built up. So they have done it exactly at the right time. But the problem during this time is they don't have the machinery to capitalize the wave. And that is the only thing that BJP, now if they are going to rise it up, it will take time for you to reach the people. And when elections are around the corner, the opposition will again come up with very other different issues, and these issues will lose ground. So BJP has done it in the right time. And because BJP has done that at that time, and again it is when in Annamalai was doing the Padayatra, that has created a brand Annamalai. And because of Annamalai, people are now realizing that there is one person who can be their voice. So whatever is happening for two DMK candidates today, it's to be attributed to the resurgence of BJP.
Thank you, sir. And one thing that I heard that Stalin and a few other ministers are planning to go abroad right after 19th of April. You know, right off the bat, my thinking is these people are going to go and again move their assets, illegally obtained, illegally earned assets from one country to another country. Right now, they have applied for permission to the Ministry of External Affairs. Look at the thing. The India Alliance doesn't want MK Stalin to campaign anywhere outside Tamil Nadu. Just shows you how unpopular that one remark of Udayanidhi Stalin has become. So now they want to go abroad. Why let them go abroad? Let them sit here. Because 100% this is what they do. Next question, please.
Look, sir, it is the Prime Minister's statement some a couple of days back. The Prime Minister spoke that in the third term he will be more, he will act more strongly against corrupt people. This was a statement made by the Prime Minister a couple of days back. Right. I think they could have got the message.
Exactly. Very true, very true. Manoj Soma wants to know, sir, why Stalin is using temple funds for the development activities? Why can't he free temples and not use funds of others?
So this is a different question, and it needs to be, we need to have a different show on this, because temple needs to be freed from the government is something that we are doing for years. Since you have asked this question about temple, I'll just tell you one example for it. The Election Commission has issued an order that no campaign should take place in any place of religious worship. Immediately, the Hindu Religious and Cultural Endowments Ministry, that is the ministry, the department under which all the Hindu temple centers they come in, they issued an order that no political campaign or anything should happen in the premises of a temple. But DMK campaign people are campaigning in mosques, in churches, and no action is taken against them anywhere. So I have questioned this, against the question for the Election Commission, whether the places of religious worship, that is this limitation, these laws, whether they are applicable only for Hindus and whether the other two are exempted. That is number one. Otherwise, because in the order it said in the places of religious worship, it mentioned Christianity, Islam, and temple and other things were mentioned. If it is not there, then I could have easily concluded that they are not places of worship. But since the order, it is mentioned about churches, mosques, and other things, this order is again biased, where the government is biased in implementing the same order. It has got one thing for Hindus and the other for the Muslims and the Christians, because temples are under the control of the government. So this government department immediately issued the circular. And this is how Hindus are betrayed in this country.
Sir, one question for you. The candidates from other parties, let us say the NDA alliance, BJP NDA alliance, can they give video proof to the local election officer and say that these people are violating code of conduct, and thereby the appropriate action has to be taken? That window is there today, right? They can do it today.
Yeah, because the thing is already in Sree TV that we have mentioned about it, and we have asked the Election Commission to take action against it. I hope that BJP or NDA candidate would have done this, but I am not sure whether they have done it or not. But it's common sense that they have to do.
You have to fight them at every gully, every road, every street, every avenue, in every way they try to sneak it in. These people are masters at winning elections, guys. I'm telling you, because they never had any stuff. They never had any substance. They never wanted to do good for the people. They wanted to do good for themselves, which is why you see the son of the son of the son of the son of the son always coming back and standing for elections.
Sir, not more than 3.
So far, so I'm just exaggerating.
About 5 or 6, and Udayanidhi will be the last.
Let's hope so, sir.
We in Tamil Nadu will make it sure that he will be the last.
Next one, Venkatraman Iyerji, you're pulling my leg. Today, Sree Iyerji's friend P.C. Chidambaram stated that Annamalai should not be taken seriously as he's only the mouthpiece. Your views, please. I'll leave it for you to talk, sir, because you've been following what's happening in Sivaganga.
I think that you answered it better than me. What happened in Sivaganga, we have seen. And that's enough for him.
Yes.
And again, he said that Annamalai is a mouthpiece. Yes, he is the mouthpiece of the entire Tamil people. Yes, I do agree that with Chidambaram, that Annamalai is the mouthpiece of entire Tamil Nadu. And Chidambaram is I don't want to use that word. Sorry.
Santosh Shivan wants to know why NDA couldn't finalize seat sharing deal in Maharashtra.
Look, the alliance is there with all the 3 parties, and the strength of the parties which got aligned with BJP. That BJP is the full party is BJP. A faction of NCP has come. A faction of Shiv Sena has come. To my understanding, in some places it is the cadre is with Uddhav Thackeray in some places. The leaders have shifted to this Shinde faction. And this is what I feel in some places. Still I am seeing that. So how can you give seat to a party which has got that strong presence? The BJP is very strong, with 70 to 80% of command among the alliance partner in a particular seat. And if the other party is not having that weightage, and if the seat is to be given to some other party, then there will be a problem within the alliance. So I think that they have to sit and chalk it out, and they have to make the other party understand. So what they can do is they can do some compromise on giving ministries in the state and then take parliamentary seats for them. I think that they will strike the deal in that way. And again, this 𝗏𝗚𝘅 Kr has come in support of the BJP. So why he is drafted in? Because to counter Uddhav Thackeray in Mumbai, that is why he is drafted in. So if the election mathematics goes in this way, then it will take some time for them to finalize the seats.
Next one, please. Kushanan Keshav wants to know, how will the Kachatheevu issue impact the elections? DMK and Congress are playing a blame game on each other. Can the Karyakartas be given training? Please raise this important issue with BJP High Command. I think it has already made the mark. Go ahead, sir.
So the thing is, the issue is, maybe the Prime Minister has spoken about it, the External Affairs Minister has spoken about it. And in Sree TV, we are doing many videos on Kachatheevu and other things with all details and other stuff. These things are going on. But again, giving training to cadres at this particular point of time is something which you can't do it, because in the 15 days, they have handled 100,000 issues in the field. So they have to pick it from where it is. And this is not going to have a very big impact, but this will really set up the tone of the election that DMK is anti-people, anti-Tamil. So these are some issues. These are triggering issues. But BJP has to cover up all the issues. BJP has to touch who killed the Sri Lankan Tamils. BJP has to touch up the issue of how Karnataka, whenever DMK is in power, Kaveri issue is coming. BJP has to raise the issue in southern states where still Congress DMK alliance was there. The Mullai Periyar height was restricted to 136, and after Modi came to power, it has got 144 plus feet. So, I mean, from Kachatheevu is a triggering point. From there on, BJP has to take issues and compare it with Modi government and the DMK government. What DMK government has done and what Modi government is doing for Tamil and Tamil people in Tamil Nadu. And this type of campaign will really work, with the Kachatheevu being the triggering one. I'm not sure how BJP is going to use it.
Yes. Next question, please. GNB wants to know, how many seats in Karnataka possible? Sir, we are getting a little out of topic here. Bala Gowthaman ji is really concentrating on Tamil Nadu. If you feel free to reply, sir. I don't know the answer to this.
Give me some time. I'll definitely answer for it. Something needs to be done in Karnataka. I think BJP will work on it. There are some issues. I think they are sorting it out now at the grassroots level.
Srikant Iyer wants to know, isn't law and order also getting seriously bad? This may sound odd, but I personally feel fearful the way they go berserk about social media posts and the like.
Sir, this is how DMK will behave. They were doing this in streets. They were hitting people with threatening people when after the anti-Hindi agitations and other things. From 1967, it was a rowdy Raj. And it was relatively calm during the ADMK period. And again, they have come back to their old avatar. But now they are using police. The reason is no DMK cadre is now capable enough to do rowdyism in the street, because they don't have young cadres. They have only paid henchmen. So the DMK's cadre and that type of DMK is now dead, because the dynastic politics has killed it in Tamil Nadu. So I don't think that they will do. They will hire henchmen, and even policemen may be used as henchmen in some places. This is what DMK can do, and this can easily be fought back, because since it is not from the community, so there is no, people can easily fight it back.
Thank you so much, Bala Gowthaman ji. And as you can see, there were people, actually, before we went on air, he was getting constant requests. He's got a lot of calls lined up. Thank you so much, sir. And we'll hope to see you again next Thursday, same time, as we progress through another week of electioneering, campaigning, and how things are turning. Thank you once again, sir. Namaskar. Have a great day.